Halloween is a fun time. And on the other hand, this is a dangerous night. It's thought that evil spirits leave their graves on that night. We want it to be a fun night, but unfortunately, it's not all fun.
It's weird tonight, honey.
Meet Ed and Lorraine Warren, 67-year-old great-grandparents. For the past 45 years, despite the sneers of non-believers, they've fought an enemy as old as time, evil itself. They have fought demons and devils and black magic. For want of a better word, they are ghostbusters. And over the years, thousands of people with haunted lives, people who are frightened, have called on them for help.
I feel it's a duty, something that we were meant to do, and we do it. You know, a police officer don't like to go into a home where there's a madman with a gun, but he does it because it's his duty. I feel this is our duty.
I'd say they affected thousands of people's lives. Hundreds and hundreds since I've been involved with them.
Ed says he grew up in a haunted house. To quiet his fears, he began investigating the occult, and he's been at it ever since. Ed is a religious demonologist, fighting spirits and demons with faith.
In the name of Jesus Christ, the saints, and all the angels, I command you to reveal your identity now.
While Ed relies on his knowledge and experience of the occult, Lorraine uses her psychic powers. Since the age of 9, she's been extra sensitive to messages from the spirit world.
The energy level in here is very high. Really, really high. This makes me have a headache in here.
The Warrens are Roman Catholic, but have worked with ministers, rabbis, and monks in dealing with hauntings. Ghosts and demons transcend the boundaries of faith.
Every religion is based on a supernatural world. How many people look up at that sky and pray to a God? It may not be the same name that we all use, but we're praying to the same God. And that is a supernatural God. So if there's a God, there's the other side of the coin. There's something else here.
In their lectures and books, the Warrens distinguish between good spirits, who are merely trapped in this world, and evil spirits, like poltergeists, bent on harm.
I've been punched, thrown across rooms, I've been slashed, I've had burn marks appear on my body, thrown downstairs. These are just a few of the things that I've experienced.
It was poltergeist activity the Warrens confronted in one of their more famous cases, the Amityville Horror.
There are homes that we go into, we tell the people, lock the door, leave the place. It isn't even worth it for an exorcist to go in there. These are gateways to hell itself.
From homes where they've worked, the Warrens have gathered items that at one time or another have taken on a life of their own. In the basement of their home, these items are held for safekeeping.
If you were to touch these, it would be the opposite of touching a holy relic. That's why we have the signs around here. Danger, do not touch. But we've had people who've come down here, they've actually picked up items, and then that very night, we've had to go to their homes because things were happening to them.
Sometimes horrible things. This doll, possessed by an evil spirit, was brought here and locked away in a glass case.
A young man came here, felt it was nothing but a joke, started knocking on the glass, saying if this thing could perform any kind of evil act, to do it. 3 hours later, the young man was dead. He came here on a motorcycle with his girlfriend. She said they were laughing about the doll when they left. She was paralyzed in a hospital for over a year. We've got a woman who has been punched in the head. Her hair has been pulled viciously.
At home in Connecticut, the Warrens get calls all the time. This was a call from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay, so we're dealing with something here which is very negative. This is not Casper the Ghost.
And so it was off to Knoxville, where 2 single mothers lived together with their children. Ed would interview the women, Lorraine would tap into the house with her extra sense, and they would know immediately that something was amiss.
What was the next thing that happened to you that you would consider unnatural?
The air conditioner vents keep closing, and I was sitting here one day and they kept closing, and I said, I wish you would just stop it. and something hit me on the top of my head really hard. Hard.
Like something hit you?
Yeah, like somebody went bam.
The Warrens investigate. They soon discover the women have been dabbling in the occult, and that only made things worse.
You open doors. The Ouija board, the tarot cards, these psychics that you spoke to, all of these things were a way of opening doors. Where there's a spirit like that, and then people open doors, anything can come in.
Ed and Lorraine know this from a lifetime of experience, over 6,000 cases.
I can feel the cold air on my legs.
I feel it right around my shins and like that.
To understand what kind of force they're dealing with, Ed asks Amy to call forth the spirit in their home.
We'd like to see you. Can you come and show us where you are? Or
Ed recognizes the spirit. It's one he knows how to get rid of.
He is so sad.
He is what?
He's so sad.
Yeah. You're picking his thoughts up and feelings.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people think, well, when you walk into a house, these people are complaining of ghosts. You're going to see them flitting all over the place. That's not the way it's done. What we experienced here is about average for when we go into a home. When the priest comes in here and blesses the house and the family, it will either disappear or it'll increase.
Father, Son,
and Holy Spirit.
The Warrens call in a priest,
Peace of Christ.
not for a full exorcism,
always in your hearts.
but for a simpler procedure, a blessing. The Warrens' work was done. Except for travel expenses, they don't charge for their consultations. Their livelihood comes from books and lectures. Their real compensation comes from helping people who are afraid. Together, they've been battling the supernatural for all their adult lives.
How do you stop? Even if you wanted to stop, it's like a famous heart surgeon. When does he do his last patient? There's somebody calling him saying, you are the one to save me. He's going to turn him away. That's what Mr. Warren does. He gets that phone call, or Mrs. Warren, they're not going to hang up on him. They can't retire. They have to just keep on going.
No more growling sounds, no more banging.
No more nothing.
No more nothing.
No.
Oh, Teresa.
For Ed and Lorraine, this is their profession.
It's peaceful. I'm happy for you girls.
This is their calling.
Yeah, thank you, but...
Oh, you're welcome, dear.
Spirits and voodoo when Halloween returns.